Hello, my name is Eric Roeder. I work in business development for Codilation. We're a team of website developers, software engineers, and just overall super nerds. We develop apps and websites in the obvious technology hub that is Fargo, North Dakota. That summary of my life sounds dreadful to most of the world, but I absolutely love my community and I love my job. Every week I meet incredible people who are absolutely inspiring. They have new business ideas or are spearheading giant projects to make our community better, or just are smarter than me and have great professional knowledge to share. I thought it would be relatively selfish to keep all of this information to myself, so I decided to start a little talk show. Welcome to my office.
My guest this week is Sam Brewers. She is the Dakota's Area Director for the American Foundation of Suicide Prevention. Each year they host an Out of the Darkness Suicide Prevention Walk, and we're talking about it this week. Welcome, Internet. Thank you for being here today. I'm here with my guest, Sam Brewers, and she's from the American Foundation of Suicide Prevention. Sam, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, I would love to. Hi, Eric. I'm so excited to be here today. Thank you for having me. I'm Samantha Brewers. I'm the Area Director for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. I'm a loss survivor and a mental health advocate.
Oh, wow. And so can you explain what the American Foundation of Suicide Prevention actually is?
Yes, I love talking about AFSP and our great work, so I'd love to tell you all about it. The American Foundation for Suicide Prevention is a national organization, but we're built up of a series of chapters. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. We have that expertise and that support of a national organization, but we're doing things locally right here in the Fargo Moorhead community, and that's really, really powerful.
It is powerful. And I think what you're doing it's so brave. And I'm getting goosebumps now because I'm just, Anyway, many Americans, they're affected by suicide and mental health, and there's just not a lot of people who actually talk about it. And so I made a business chart this week to illustrate that point. And this is my sad but fixable chart. And it's normal Americans and then people that have been affected by suicide or mental health, and then there's ones that talk about it. So yeah, my charts they're kind of usually just like a little gag, but we've both been affected by suicide. And when we met, I made an immediate connection with you because we had both been affected, and a friend of mine lost his life to suicide when I was in college, and it was just different. And talking to somebody about it, it kind of turned a page for me, and I'm feeling better about it. And the best way to fight something that makes you sad is to kind of do something about it. And so each year, you guys host the Out of the Darkness Suicide Prevention Walk. And so can we talk about the event a little bit?
That would be great. I would love to tell you about the Fargo Moorhead Out of the Darkness Community Walk. We've been having Out of the Darkness walks across North Dakota for more than a decade, but the Fargo Moorhead Out of the Darkness Walk is Sunday, September 15th at the Shields Arena. We invite our entire community to walk with us for mental health. If you have lost a loved one, if you personally struggle, if you're a loved one of someone who personally struggles, we want you to be there. We want the people of Fargo to know that we are taking to the streets and we're going to talk about this. It is a fundraising event, so if you raise $150, you do get a pretty sweet t-shirt as a thank you for raising funds. All of the money raised supports mental health research, prevention education, advocacy, and support for loss survivors. But there's absolutely no fee to register. Again, there's power in numbers. We want our community to see that we are walking for this.
Yes, and I remember when we met, you said something that absolutely stuck with me. And you said that suicide is a very, very different grief. And I've known about this event for years now, and I wanted to get involved, but I've actually been scared to do it. I honestly have been scared. And so only through meeting other people and meeting people who wanted to do the walk did I find the courage to actually kind of participate in it. And so it's helpful you're just not alone. And so if there's anyone watching who kind of wants to get a team to organize, or how would you go about getting involved if you wanted to be a part of this?
If you want to be a part of the walk, please do sign up, come register, walk with us. Everyone in all is welcome. And again, we need our community to be involved in this. We want to create that culture where people know it's okay to talk about our mental health. So I encourage you, go to our website, afsp.org/Fargo, register to walk with us. Encourage your family, friends, office mates to walk in a team with you and really just come out and walk with us. And the Out of the Darkness walk is just a little bit different than any other event that I've ever been a part of. You walk in the door and you know that you are with people who support you, and you're with people who support mental health, and you're part of this community, and we need you to be part of us. So please walk with us.
I honestly, I get that feeling just being around you and your presence. And I feel better about this really big scar that I've had since my early 20s. And so each week, and besides getting involved in the walk, is there anything else our audience can do to help the AFSP?
So we do a lot of different work at AFSP. Nationally, we are the #1 funder of mental health research, but we're very active on the local level. So we have incredible volunteers who are trained taking action right here in Fargo Moorhead. We have volunteers who educate our community. Talk Saves Lives, More Than Sad, It's Real. These are all programs that we deliver in the Fargo Moorhead community that focus on the warning signs, risk factors of suicide. You can get involved, become a volunteer, be one of those volunteers, or request a program and bring education to your group. You can also become a field advocate. At AFSP, we're very involved in advocacy. We want our legislative leaders to know who we are.
Yes.
Every time I go and I meet with them, I have a picture of Emily and I have a picture of my dad, and I say, this is why I'm passionate. This is why we need to do something. So when something comes up for a vote, they know who I am. Right. And then lastly, we're also involved in support for loss survivors. So if you've lost a loved one to suicide, know that you are not alone, that there's a community that supports you, and there's a number of different programs within that realm as well. But also, for those of you out there, something that I really encourage you, if you're worried about someone, if you're worried about a friend, a family member, a coworker, or yourself, reach out, have a caring conversation. We always kind of hesitate and assume that someone else is going to reach out, but we want to act like no one else is going to reach out. We want to reach out and have that caring conversation because we know that talking can save lives.
All right. So let's help these guys spread their message. And so I'm taking part in the walk for the first time ever this year. I was terrified to be involved. Most of the people watching this show know me, and so if you'd want to be on my team, you're more than welcome to walk with me. And so, Sam, did you have anything else?
I just wanted to note AFSP is made up of phenomenal volunteers. I'm the only staff member and I cover multiple states. So primarily what we're doing here is just by passionate, dedicated volunteers that want to make a difference. Some of us are loss survivors. Some of us are attempt survivors. Some of us are mental health professionals. Some of us are college students, and some of us are retired. I'm saying whatever your background is, if you want to be a part of the movement, we need you, and please be a part of what we do.
Thank you. Thank you for taking some time and being brave and talking about a pretty tough issue. And so, yeah, have a good weekend, everybody. And, yeah, anything else?
Thank you for having me.
All right.
Oh, I was so nervous. I'm so sorry.
No, it was good.